All right, Taurus, this one is a little bit difficult, but believe me when I tell you that this is for your benefit, even though you may be in a place right now where you're just not willing to let anything else back in. So the Metal King, and this did show up as an ally for you. This is being in protection mode. We've got the armor up now, and you're setting healthy boundaries. This is, I'm not going to let anything back in that is going to hurt me, which says to me that you have been in a position where you were too open. But this happened for a reason, to initiate some change. And I almost feel like the reason why this happened to you, where you experienced pain and now are needing to protect yourself, is because you may have been open to things that are not of your highest good, I think would be the best way to put it. It's like being open to situations that are constantly bringing in pain, pain, pain. But rather than wallowing in that, it's you are putting up the armor now and you're being stubborn about everything that comes in. But the change is not about you being forever in this place where you're not open to anything. It's about changing how open you have been to certain people, certain situations. That is what needs to shift. And it's all about you embracing the change so that new paths can start to show up for you. All right, Taurus. Here's your overall. The Ten of Cups. Who else had this? I think it was Sagittarius. The Ten of Cups being the overall could show that some of you are focused on your partnerships, your relationships, your family. For some of you, it's being focused on your overall happiness. So we'll see how the happily ever after is playing out in this situation here. But, it very much has this feeling of initiating some change where we're not open to anything that is going to cause problems with partnerships, relationships, and again, your overall emotional fulfillment here. But this, I feel like, is what you are working toward. It's not, to me, it doesn't have the feeling of something that's already established. It's like we're working on getting there. In the past, strength, needing to pull on your inner strength. And I don't think it's about holding yourself back. I think it's about finding the courage to continue, even though you may have experienced some painful moments here with the Metal King. Okay, in the present, the Two of Swords. So this feels like, for some of you, it's needing to pull on the strength that you have had before to make a difficult choice, but you're still in a place of not really knowing what to do. It is indecision, but it's also protecting yourself. And again, the Metal King, right? But the thing is you're blindfolded, so you're not willing to accept a truth. And that may be preventing you from making a choice here that, may not be something that you want to do. And that's why we're pulling on our strength here. But again, it's about your overall happiness. And it may require cutting someone out, but we'll see here. Oh, yeah. Oh, Taurus. All right. And this is just the start of this. And this is what I'm telling you. This is not something that has been established yet. This is where you are headed. But that's because a new opportunity is coming through for you to have this emotional fulfillment, absolute happiness. For some of you, it could be about a partnership, but maybe somebody else needs to be cut out. But there is a choice that is going to have to be made that is going to be very difficult for you. You're trying to find the strength to do this because it's almost like this is what you've been waiting for. This is what you've been wanting. But you had to make changes. You had to protect yourself from something that has been causing you pain in order for this change to initiate. Wow. I love it. I think it's great. I just don't like that you're in a place of, man, this is really difficult. I don't know if I can do this. But ultimately here, do you choose to begin something new that leads you to that? Wow, man. Oh my God, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Scorpio, Pisces, now Taurus. Now Taurus. Your best path to follow is the fucking Eight of Cups. And it's not that you need to walk away from something that makes you extremely happy. It's you need to stop giving in to things that are emotionally draining for you. If you are not happy in your current situation, it is time to move on. Wow, wow. I'm blown away by the fact that the Eight of Cups keeps showing up, but it shows up in different contexts for everybody. For Taurus, specifically, I feel like in order for you to have a renewal and happiness and emotional fulfillment, you're going to have to make the difficult choice here. But you need to see how draining it has been for you. What is it that you're continuing to do that is preventing you from reaching your happy place, right? The happily ever after. Wow, man. Oh my goodness. In your environment, temperance. Okay, I got you. So basically, the reason why you're in a place of not wanting to make this choice just yet is because you want to make sure that you're coming from a place of being balanced. And very much like the Two of Swords, the thing is when you look at this one, it's about needing for things to calm down before you're willing to open up to making a choice to get rid of something. And I think that, with temperance here and strength, you're trying to find the strength to get some inner peace, inner happiness, inner balance here before you can do this and make this choice so that you can have your new beginning. But it's like you're being reminded with the Eight of Cups. Just remember, Taurus, how much have you given to this and didn't get shit back? How much did it drain you? This is some powerful, powerful shit right here. Wow, Taurus. But it makes sense to me. You don't want to make an abrupt choice and not be able to turn back. I'm doing this from a place of knowing exactly what I want, not being too overly emotional, not being too passionate. I have a nice balance going on, and now I can make this choice. Oh, your hopes and your fears, the devil, feeling oppressed, being stuck. And this may have to do with needing to cut out a relationship in order to begin something new, and that could be only for some of you. For others of you, it's just about your happiness, your overall happiness here, and needing to get out of something that has been extremely oppressive. The fear there would be that you continue to stay with this because it's what you know, right? We find comfort with the devil because at least we know what to expect with it. But that doesn't mean that it's good for you or that's where you need to stay. And I don't think that you're fearing that you're going to make a choice here and that it's going to end up being just as bad as the situation that you're coming out of. I don't think that that's it. I think it's more so about, being so chained and locked into something that you need to find the inner strength to make a decision that's based out of balance and harmony. But you're being told to remember how badly draining that is for you. And it may prevent you from having this. Wow, Taurus. Oh, shit. And then coming out, the Ten of Wands. And the thing is, Taurus, is that this could go one of two ways. And obviously we're going to clarify here. But like I always say with the Ten of Wands, there's always a fucking destination with this one. What do you think has to happen before you can drop this negative bullshit that is weighing on you? Don't keep yourself in the stalemate. Find inner harmony, inner strength, inner peace. Focus on your overall happiness. Take advantage of this opportunity and drop it. It's either you're carrying this around still and it's still oppressing you and keeping you from taking advantage of this, or it's you're letting it go. I'm done with it. I'm dropping all of it. And then the Queen of Wands. And I look back at strength and I think that this is you tapping into your confidence and your ability to manage this and make that choice. Make that choice, because that's what it is right now. It's really about you making a difficult choice to get rid of something here. And this is about your relationships here with the Lovers. And man, this is a huge, huge wake-up call for some of you. And this may be about changing relationships too. But I feel like the Queen of Wands is kind of what you're internalizing. But I also think that if this is about the person that you're dealing with, whether they're male or female, I think that they give you the inner power to initiate the change, right? Like, judgment though. This is something that you can't shut the door on. It's almost like it keeps coming back up. It keeps coming back up. And you're trying to find that inner strength here to cut it out once and for all and shut the door on whatever has been going on in the past. It's almost like finally getting the huge wake-up call that you're continuously trying to review something that you know is no good for you. And that may be blocking you from starting something that could bring you absolute happiness. But it all starts when you let go of this and stop reviewing it. There's no point in doing that anymore. Especially considering that you're in this place with the Two of Swords and the Lovers, where you're getting ready to make a big decision when it comes to love in your life, relationship. You already know that this is something you need to get rid of. So there's no point in reviewing it anymore. But this is a huge wake-up call to make a major life choice here. When it comes to, like I said, love or a significant partnership, it's like, I have to make this choice to end this. And I have to move on, and I have to start again, or it's about starting another relationship. But like I said, the Queen of Wands has the feeling of being empowered by another. And that may be why this is so important, but you are in a bad situation. Now, this is only going to be for some of you, but you're in a bad situation where it is time for you to turn cold. Seriously, with the Metal King showing up, it's time to shut that off, put up the armor, get ready to make a really difficult choice here, but understand that it's all in order for you to reach absolute happiness. And just remember, I feel like I need to tell you, remember how much you have been drained by this. It is about getting rid of the oppression, being confident in taking action here, being able to manage this situation, making a difficult choice. But I do think that it does have to do with a partnership here, with the Lovers showing up. And then ascending the mountain, keep going forward. And I forgot who else had this. But this is about being able to overcome any obstacles that are in your way. But it's not, just about overcoming obstacles. It's about pushing yourself forward through the things that may have been blocking you before. Instead of looking at it like a mountain that can't be ascended, it's just kind of like the uphill path, right? But you need to keep pushing yourself forward here, because you're only at the gates. It's expanding in front of you, but you need to walk through it, right? I love it, Taurus. I think it's great, and I think that this is change that has to be initiated. Unfortunately, you have to go through something really negative, though, before this can happen. But what you get out of this, once you drop all of that, is something that could make you happy for a very long time.